Hey folks, this is Noble Rambler, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Banished, using the Colonial Charter mod, version 1.6, The Forge Awakens, and this is our town of Noble Landing, where we finished last time working on our little boat dock area, and we should have quite a few popping in here this episode, right? Yeah, all that's being built right now. So was there one more in there? There was one more. Yeah, we'll do that one first. Anyways, get the game running. Otherwise, I've got in my notes of things to do, homewares and furniture. But beyond that, I really don't have any other notes, so we're kind of able to run freeform here for a while. I think we'll get rid of these and get the last two of the warehouses in right through here, leaving this space for a double road to shoot through the town. And which means we need to get these two moved back. So this one is being torn down. Probably not a real priority on that guy. Let's get the housing going as our priority. I was about to boost this one up a little bit, but let's let them work on these 5 houses, or 4 more houses. So I think a total of 6 when we're done. And that way we've satisfied the need for any new population for a while. Now, where to put homewares? I like it near my building supplier, just so I can kind of keep track of where all that's coming from. Dock Market just went in. That is this guy. And yeah, let's go ahead and employ him. And actually, let's take you down. And let's get one going back over here again. Turn work back on. We're good. So 1 in every? Yeah, 1 in every. So with that, there we go. With that, we've got the ability to draw, even though this one, I know that the vendors go out, grab things, and bring it in. I don't know if they deliver anything. When we hit 100%, do they just become a laborer? Or do they start distributing? I don't know that answer. I only know the one direction. They go out and grab things from storage and bring it into the market. So this guy has been gathering lots of stuff. This guy will be gathering lots of stuff. Like, where are you right now? You, inventory, have none. Now we don't have any storage over here. We just have another market. So are you going to raid one market to fill the other market? Yep, you are. Don't tell anyone. George here took Henry's logs. Okay. So with that going, these are building. Let's think about homewares before I delete these and give them all kinds of extra work to do. Food, we're still at 26,000 in food. So you'd think I was running mods that were overproducing food or something. Like this fish pond I keep hearing about. Because I've only got 2 fishermen going. 1 in each of these. They're bringing in, 900 each. 1,000 per educated worker is what to expect out of the dock fisheries. And then we've got 2 fields that are bringing in about 1,000 each. 1,100. And then what? We have a gatherer, only 1 employee. That was a merchant, bringing in, well, from what we can see, bringing in 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 something that season. We have a hunter, just 1, bringing in 200 meat, 400 meat. There's no other source, right? Think about that. We never put in any of the tidal pools, or the ones that create gather the shellfish. These are only bringing in materials, and I'm bringing in frogs or turtles. No, that is it on the food, and yet we are doing fine. Good. Anyway, this guy right here, trading post, trade, kale seeds. Kale. Let's see what kind of a seed kale is. Go to my temperature chart here for the different seeds. Kale is a 2-month crop, 90 to 40. So kind of an average crop there. Cooler temperature. You know, I'm going to hold off on even worrying about seeds right now. They're very expensive. And there are other things we're going to want instead. So we're going to pass on those. That didn't take. Is there a reason for that? Am I going to wish I'd come over here? Now, these are only seeds. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we have any of the seeds we really need to request right now. At least not that I can think of. Dismiss you. So we're fine. Food is not going to be an issue for a while. And then when it does become one, this goes up to 4. This goes up to 4. So we've got lots of room to add more workers there. These go up to 4. I'm going to keep it down at 1 just so they don't all decide to swap jobs. Yeah, we'll do that. And we've got other farms and plantations all ready to go. Plantations. Let's think about that. What should we be looking on the lookout for as far as a plantation? Thinking maybe cotton. Hemp would make rope, but we just don't need that much rope. I mean, we are going to be upgrading. Actually, we probably could use an awful lot of rope. Now that I think about it, we will be doing a lot of upgrading. We can get rope out of here. Right now we're sitting on 70 rope, and it was 40 per, 20 per. So 3 houses can be upgraded already. Okay. I don't think we're going to be upgrading these at a rate faster than what this guy can handle. This isn't going to be a fast-paced race for population or anything like that. We're just going to take our time and just mosey on through. So, but I would like, he just popped and hasn't filled yet. Let's see what one of these looks like as far as an upgrade. Alright, so that family, I hope. Oh, that's interesting. They're no longer homeless and they didn't move into there. Huh. Don't know what to make of that. And no one's moved into here. Let's look at this over. 17. Did get a family out of that one. Got a family out of that one. This one, no one's moved in. I guess we're about done with our families as far as marriable couples ready to go. Okay. So in that case, when this one gets finished, we will evict this house. So let's kind of keep an eye on that one. Right there in front where it's annoying. So, homewares. It's easiest to go to the same place in the map for your building supplies and homewares. If this went away, I might be able to put one in right there. Let's see how big that building is. That is... Boy, I gotta think about that. Homewares. Homewares. This tab, right? Right there. So you are a small building. Yeah. Let's make that one go away. There's no need for it anymore. We do have, let's see, you're 84% there. Stone. And I'm thinking everything else is a material. I think everything else there that I see is a material. Okay. And that is there and there. So yeah, we should be able to do that. Pause. You off. We're looking for this family. So Oreo and Udarathi. Okay, I'll go with that. So if we were to evict them, in other words, if we were to destroy their house, they move right into here. That's the way it's supposed to work. Alright, so we are destroying that one. Set that aside. I was going to say we're going to rebuild it one space back, but I take that back. Are we going to? We don't necessarily have to. This could be more of an industrial area. Get that house out of there. Yeah, I think so. Which means we might want to build one more house somewhere else. Where would be the next logical place to get working? Maybe in among the farms again. We've got the one house there, and a little tiny house here. Yeah, I think one more house in this area, another farmhouse sort of thing. So let's go back to there. I want to see what we've got in the way of lumber these days. We've been using a lot for all of these warehouses. So lumber, oh, plenty, 250. Okay. Then, because the salt box house I want to use, I believe, requires lumber. Yeah, 20 stone, 20 lumber. Let's do that. Any preference on direction? Now, we know we can't put this guy and a barn in the same space. We could put another barn over here. So if we were to house here, let's see, this is not RimWorld, so it's that button. It is so hard to mix those two games. The controls are very similar, but just a little bit different. Plantation drops inside, so I don't need to worry about any perimeter issues. So we'll put that there. Aesthetically, what else would look good out here? We could drop a water tower up out in here. Just looking around here. Could drop one there or there. That is a good sized space left, though. I hate to wipe that out with one skinny little 2x2 building. But it's not going to fit here. It's not going to fit there. We'll think about that. But what else could go in this area that would actually help us? Gotta think about that. You are going to go over here. Wooden house. This is the same one. Yeah. And the barn is gone. Okay. Let's put in another barn. I think. Now, magazine. I don't think a magazine is going to work on this map anywhere. It is just so big. Just look at that. It won't even go out here, even if it really tried to finagle it around. Oh, it does fit there. Not a great place for it. And we could do so much more with that space than just one big building. It's too far away to be efficient to use as storage, but yeah, it's hard to put that big old thing in there. So I think we're going to be depending a lot this map on this guy. I think that will work just fine. So looking at that, do we put it in now or do we get this torn down? We are 2 of 2. We're tearing it down now. Let's let it go down. And then we'll kind of stop and think about this area right here in regard to homewares and in regard to furniture making. Now, in Ramlington, we had a whole bunch of furniture makers, and we had a whole industry that was supplying the trader, or the traders with, and it was a very lucrative industry. I think here we're just going to have one furniture and one fancy furniture. Just don't have the space to to get gluttonous about it. So we have storage space right here. Unfortunately, the storage for all of this stuff is this big guy. So does not fit. Don't think fits right there. Okay, that is done. I'm going to pause for a little bit here. Storage, that is, I guess it was there. There we go. The big guy. And if I were to rotate him, yeah, there's no way to get him out in this area anywhere. We're going to take this down. Let's do that real quick. Let's take that down and prioritize it so it gets done. So, this guy, and was that 2 or? Was that all 1? Okay, I guess so. So let's prioritize that, get that done, and then just kind of really look this area over. Decide what is going to go in there. So furniture and homewares. What's furniture look like? That would be something like this, called the joiner, if I remember. There you are, joiner. And you're a good sized building. So we have homewares, joiner, and more storage. At least I'm assuming storage. I'm just kind of duplicating what was there. And that's what the way the game started. Storage and 6 buildings or something. Is that a place that's needed? It may not be. Just kind of rethinking things. It's like the idea that we could take this bottom floor out and put a market right in there. which means this is redundant. What else could go in here that's important to be in this area? How's this doing? 18% left. And once that gets to 0, it just goes away. There's no deconstruction to do. Now, we'll think about that. I want to put... we've got logs? Not really. Why don't we have logs? Because we've been building things out of logs over here. That's why we don't have logs. So this one was to get rebuilt. Let's get that one going as a priority as well. So we're going to prioritize... I'm going to pause here. Prioritize that without the game running. Then go back to prioritize this. Okay, so they won't actually leave this job till it's done, but they'll know to head here immediately afterward. Saltbox house, and nobody has moved in, so I think we are done with our house building for a while. I think we are done with couples. And that's fine. We've got some singles living in various houses that are getting aged. They're gonna be a yellow line here before long, and there'll be an empty house, and young kids will move in and make babies, and we will do just fine. How's our school looking? 5 students. I could look over here, but I'd much rather just click on a school building. There we are. We have looks like a father and child, and no mom. So mom must have died in a mining accident, knowing this game right there. Alright, we're done here. Now, I'm going to hit pause, and we're just going to think about this a little bit. So we have got let's go over here. We've got a joiner to get in somewhere, preferably near trees. We're going to have wood storage over here, which pushes the idea of putting the joiner right over here. We have homewares to get in. We had the idea of another storage to get in. Now, I don't remember ever seeing clay and sand in any of these storage buildings. So over here, no sand, no clay. So these don't get materials. Okay. This little guy, that's a shack. This little guy, again, no sand and no clay. I do see rope. I guess that would be like a dry goods rather than a material. Okay. So putting another one of these guys over here doesn't help anything over here, is kind of what I'm reasoning through. The only thing that would really help is the fishery. This guy fills up really quick. So if we did not put... Okay, let's work at it this way. Is there a reason to put another one of these storages back in this area? What goes in there? The reeds will. They could go straight to this guy, and they are. They will definitely go into this guy. No, that isn't. Is there no little storage here? There is no little dock storage here. Okay, so if we were to incorporate a dock storage into this, that circle comes down and dock storage right there behind the last row of the dock workshops. Then that will give the reeds a dumping place, a little reservoir for these guys to go and grab those reeds and use them again. In fact, I'm kind of ashamed I haven't thought of that before. They have been making an unnecessarily long trip. Now they're probably really making a long trip. Okay, but besides the reeds, we have an orchard. We have goods out of here when this guy's full, which isn't right now, which tells me that these various dock market vendors have been grabbing out of it. Okay, so the bricks will go into there. There they are. The building supplies will drop into here. There they are. The sand and the clay will drop into here, and wow, they actually are. How many times in Ramblington did we make clay and not be able to find it until we got all the way to the other side of the map? It was so strange. They searched for the furthest place to go and haul it to. That's what it seemed like. I don't see a particular need to put another one of these barns right in here or here. So I'm going to skip that. This guy can go into there. These guys can go into here. In fact, we'll do that here this episode. Glass is going to have to drop into there. You got glass? No. Glass is a material, and that's a material warehouse. So he's got the longest walk. This is not the greatest place for him. You know, it wasn't the greatest place for him. And I just got to thinking, where's the potter? You're building supplies. You're the potter. Okay. And we did not have a lot of extra clay yet, did we? Clay, 50. No. So there's no point in turning a potter on yet. But we do have the footprint already figured out. So the potter is there. We have furniture making and homewares. And I'm thinking the glassworks should probably get back over here. And rather than having this all for clay and somewhere else for glass, we could very well just keep it pared down, this map, and just make these 6 shore houses work. Probably 2 sand and 4 clay. And work for this and get the glass in here. I think that's probably a wise idea. So in that case, we have glass. We have furniture, well, one of the furnitures. That we may have to branch off somewhere else later is the other furniture and the other homewares. Unless we cycle this set between regular and fancy. We could do that if it comes down to it too. So in that case, go ahead and turn this back on again. I think that settles it. So we want to get glass back over here. Excuse me. We want to get homewares over here somewhere, and we want to get furniture over here. And I'm thinking furniture goes here because it's going to be near the wood storage, which will be a warehouse here soon. So furniture there, and the glass could be anywhere in this area as well as homewares. Doesn't really matter, just wherever it fits. Okay, so can we get glass in there? Let's verify that one. So you are there. That is a good sized building. Is there a place to tweak this into? Let's see if we turn it this way. Boy, we can't. I thought for sure I'd be able to do that. And taking a road out doesn't do any good. It's the potter that's really messing with us. Okay. And it's probably about the same size footprint, so I can't just swap places or anything. Well, okay, back to the drawing board. Furniture. Furniture. That one, that one. You can't go in here either. You're closer. Okay. So that doesn't work either. Darn, darn, darn. If I got rid of just one of these, then it would. And that may be the answer. Too bad it's not one I haven't, I haven't built. But if I got rid of that one right there, then everything is solved. He can pop into any shore that's left, later on. There or something. Here. Yeah, now we've got one that is not operating. So we could swap them out, demolish him, and then we get our 2 buildings built. Okay, so let's do that instead. Anything else I was in the middle of, though? Got the sense that this is done. We wanted to see this finished. That was the look there. I like the way this building looks upgraded. I like that second story in there, the kid's bedroom or something. Yeah. The only thing that does look strange is all of the smoke coming out of the houseboats. But, yeah, I think that'll be fine. Alright, so let's do this then. Let me verify who's what over here. Turn you off and you off so I can keep track of things. You are clay, you're sand, and clay. So we just have the 3 running. Okay, so clay, sand, and you're going to be clay, and you're going to be on, and you I'm going to demolish. Okay. That worker should find his way over to here, like that. And we're still the way they were. Okay, so still need to know what's going to go in this space. I want to put furniture over here. I just want to verify I can still do over here what I need to. And really that was just the homewares and the glassworks. And well, let's go back to furniture. Right there. You definitely do fit. Okay, so glass will definitely fit when that's there and still leave lots of room for homewares. Okay, so let's go with furniture. Furniture, we'll turn it the direction we're going to. We can't really see it because of this 3-story house up here. I think I want to turn it sideways then. Kick it back a little bit. We do have that double road we want to get in here. And there's nothing else going to be able to fit in there anyway. So we may as well just do something like that. Okay, you're there. Takes wood, or lumber, we have lots of it. This one, I think we can kick the priority up over here. I don't see any reason why not. You are doing it as we speak anyway. Though you are right now... There you are. Is cold and finding someplace warm. Okay, I'm curious about that. You live all the way over there. One of these two. We click follow. Are you going to grab the first house that has heat? No, you are going to go home. So I guess if they do have a home to go to, then they're going to go there. If they don't have a home to go to, then they'll go to the only house of warmth that there is. Okay. You're a forester. You're a forester. Why are you demolishing this? We have lots for you to be doing. There's only 85 logs out there. It is so odd how the game grabs people who have a profession to go and do random things all around the map. I've never understood that. Why he doesn't get back to his job immediately. I mean, at that rate, we're going to have a miner over here cutting down trees for the forester hut. Okay, that is down. So let's get into glassworks. And while I'm thinking of it, let's also tear these guys down so that we can clear the footprint so I can put the warehouses in after I've laid the other ones out. So let's demolish all of this and get that one going. There are no other projects for them to be working on right now. Well, there's this one. But no laborers. That's only builders now. How are we doing over here? I haven't looked up here in a while. We're still doing fine for laborers and builders. Okay. Food is still going up. 30,000 in food now. What, do I have to put a ban on making food? How do you make so much food with so few workers? Wow. I am amazed. They aren't eating reeds on the side, not telling me, right? Where was I? I was Glassworks. But now I'm Trading Post. So don't let me forget, Glassworks. Lakehorns. We have them. And there's no point in buying more. We have gobs of food. But I would like to have some Frisian cows. Yeah. Why don't you do that for me? Thank you. Dismiss. Glassworks. That is there and there. Alright, so we're... First thing comes to my mind is, now where does he get his supplies from? We put the furniture there because he's going to get it from right there. He's going to have to get it from over there. Is now a good time to put a second one of these up, since we have room for both now. Since we got rid of the other warehouse and got rid of the other shore house. Now we probably could get both in over here, so that these guys don't have to be walking out to there. If they could just go right there. And what else is this going to be used for? In this area, nothing. We're not getting anything made from the reeds into here. Fire bundles are a fuel, not a material. And coats are not a material, they're a dry good. So really there's no other use for this guy other than what's happening right in here. Right? Firewood doesn't go in there. Nothing from this area goes in there. That's leaving. Lumber? Lumber goes in there. Well, let's leave a footprint for one. And if there's a reason to put it back in later, then we'll do that. Another thing to think about is, if I position this just right, can I still get a shore house off to the side? There's a possibility. Where's the first shore house we could put in? Let's figure that out. That is right there. So if I were to... I think the last one was already pushed down as far as it could, right? I'm going to pause a second and just verify that. If I were to put that back in there, was he pushed up on the shore last time and that's why we couldn't build? Can I get the glassworks in still? Glass, you are there. Now I can. So we had brought this shore house probably because he was in the circle here. Was that why? Well, if he is, he's not in very far. Just a little corner right there. Okay. So if I were to put that back in, but in the right place, I could also get in the glassworks. Let's think about that. So let's get the glassworks and put you specifically where? We can take you all the way down to there and still leave a good sized hole over here. We could still leave that material warehouse and a road in between. Okay, you're going to go there, and a material warehouse. Is that still possible? This guy, big one right there. It is still possible. Huh. Not sure exactly where and what orientation, but he will still fit. In fact, he'll sit clear back in here, lined up with the other ones. You're there, and that one there. I kind of like that. So he was lined up right there. So if we came in like that, but I could kick it in all the way back to here. Shore house is going to need some room to walk around behind. Yeah, if I were to go there, I can bring the road in, stagger it up, and I can bring a road in behind and catch this guy. Was there room in between for a road? I need to bring it out one. Road... No, but I only have one space in here for a road, so not like I either kill this one or kill that one. Okay, but I think, yeah, they can walk back behind. Even if I can't get a road there, they can still make the shortcut. Okay, so in that case, I think we're going to do all three of those. Any particular order? Not really. In fact, if anything, if I have a priority, it's going to be to get these two in. So let's get them laid out. So firewood and logs. I'd say the firewood can sneak in the backside and be at the far one. So let's put logs in first. So warehouse, right there. Wood, logs, and that one is the R, like that. And I didn't actually before check out to make sure that that fits. It does. I'm worried about the back end there, but there is room right there. Okay. Alright. Now another thing I just noticed as I was passing through here, something that Vapa makes good use of, and I always forget about it, is these little basements, these little cellars. You know, on the back side of your blacksmith, you could put an iron basement or cellar and a wood cellar, and the supplies will all be dropped off there all the time for them. That's smart. Labor has died of old age. And so, you know, if we think about that sort of thing, this guy right here, instead of putting this material warehouse in, was there a cellar for materials? I'm pretty sure there is. Luxuries, medicine, materials. I can put a couple of material sellers right here. There's no guarantee what's going to land in there, though. But, you know, the material behind the glass and things like that. So there is that, you know, to keep in mind as you're building your towns. These little cellars are actually quite convenient. Just kind of forget they're there. There's multiple colors in them too, so you can make it pretty much match whatever building you're going up against. So our furniture is in, and we've been losing some laborers. So now we've got to start balancing things. We have coal coming in, being stored where? That's interesting. Coal is a material and is not being put there. We have 2 workers that have produced a lot. So 150-ish coal, and we have in our system coal in storage by name. Why am I not seeing it? CO. Because we're not making coal, we're making iron. We are making stone, right? Okay. And yet the iron is at 0. That's interesting. Did I turn him off or something? I turned him off. That's right. Tools are fine. Okay. Turn him off because we ran out of people. Okay. So he's been making lots and lots of iron ore. And that, a little bit of it is being stored here. A little bit is stored there. And others, probably betcha these guys have been grabbing them. Iron ore, yep. So they're being taken all over the map by the vendors. So I have not been making coal. Okay. Wanted to build up some coal so when we finally have a use for it, we'll have some in stock. So we'll switch you over to coal now. We have lots of iron ore. Eventually we need to get the iron smelter up and running again. There isn't a need for it right now. The only thing I can think of that actually uses iron are the iron tools, right? Well, that we would use. We're not going to be making cannons or anything like that right now. So let's get furniture going. There you are, joiner. And 1, making furniture only, not fancy furniture. Okay, so you're doing that. Glassworks is being built. We'll swap out employees in that case. Storehouse or shorehouse is probably not going to be used. It's just a placeholder. Why did that not light up? You're that one. Okay, because you are the glassworks. That's right, we snuck you in down there. Okay. So that's going on, and when you're done, we're just going to pause you. Glassworks, when you're done, we're going to delete this one, and you'll transfer over. Okay, you are a material warehouse. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to prioritize this group so we can get these done first. So you're right there. Increase priority on these guys. And let's see this. Make sure that I don't fail to notice that we're missing a certain supply again, like I did with lumber for all that time. But everything is in, except for sand, to all of the places. Sand. That's interesting. I bet you this guy is grabbing the sand faster than we're able to bring it over to build with. So let's go ahead and shut you down. And for that matter, I'd say we'll go ahead and demolish you. So we'll do something else with this little peninsula over here. You're going away. You were just a band-aid until we figured out what our final glass area is going to look like, and I think a small condensed area is going to be fine. We don't really need that large production chain like we did last time. So with that, you're going to dump down that glass. If we were to actually make this the priority instead of the other, we can get the glass out of there faster, which will allow this to get built. This to get built, where we were needing 33 more sand. you are also in the works. Just, yeah, don't need to keep you up there. Everything is in, everything is in, everything is in. Mostly you want to keep up your buildings that are going to need an employee put in, as a reminder. Vendors especially. You put in markets, you definitely want to be able to see it happen, because they'll steal vendors from all over the map to how to run that one. And you forget that you built it, and then all of a sudden you're trying to figure out why you've got a shortfall of workers all of a sudden. So 26% on this market. I'm just getting a good supply of everything in here. There we go. Crawlyerg, if you're watching, Dock Market. Wonder if there's any way to look at the code for this guy. Maybe that would be a lot less complicated than the code for this guy, as far as being able to scroll the inventories of buildings like this. Seems like the Dock Market would be a little bit simpler than this guy over here, the Town Hall and the Town Arrival. This looks like it'd be far more complicated code-wise. But maybe there's something that can be stolen out of just a simple market to be able to figure out how to do more menus in the other lists of goods. But yeah, we're getting a good selection out here, and you can scroll down and see even more things. In fact, this scroll list just goes on forever. This was really overdone here. We can get more stuff than the game is capable of making. So we are adding more people in, and we're taking them away. So we're still 2 and 2 over here. Now this one is being built, and we are loaded now. So okay, but we are getting. In fact, we can probably kill the priority on that one now, and go back to the priority of. Oh, these guys are in. Almost. Okay, so we'll go back to the priority of that one. And that one. This was what? Actually, that's the glassworks. That's what I meant to do. That one. And that one. Wow, that's blurry. Smoke going through it is really changing what that looks like. There, that's better. Okay. So we're getting near the end of our time here. Is there anything else that's really important to deal with right now? Let me do a little look through housing. We've got a single lady. We've got another single lady. Let's see. Over here we've got 2 houses. Single guy. And where are you? Right there? Lost you. Right there. Okay, nobody in there. Did we go through these yet? No. So, teenage girl. Looking for any more families out there. There's one possible family. If I were to evict somebody, would I get a family to move in? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Apparently not. That is really odd. I know there's a marriable couple out there, yet nobody's moved into that house. That's the house that we upgraded to. Any problems with this house? That the game isn't recognizing it now that it's upgraded? That's interesting. Single guy. I did see a single guy somewhere. Right there. We have lots of single ladies. If I were to say, you go away. That didn't work. Okay, I deleted something. What did I just delete? I don't know. Did I hit the wrong thing? Alright, that one just went away. Okay. So, one person who's not very happy. That's the first one I've seen the whole time that's not been happy. And he was a single male. Wonder if his wife just died. Died of old age. We still have our cemeteries full. Oh, that could be part of it. So you are doing some work, and then you just moved in with... What am I looking at? Moved in with Princenzia. Okay. So if we were to say that your house can be lived in again, is there any chance that couple will move in? Where was your house? Right over there. And we were to reclaim you. Do we get a couple in? Or does it go right back to old dude? Sander. We're not going to find an easy answer, are we? Speed you up a little bit. And no, you're happy as can be with Princenzia, and nobody's going to move into here. Well, let's steal that one. Do that again. You are... Okay, I'm confused here. You're lit up, and you're yellow. That is the dock shanty. That needs to be upgraded, but I just clicked on this one over here. Did I not? Where did he go? That's over here. And we did get a couple move in. Okay, good. That's what I'm confused. Okay, so they did move into that one. Whether or not there is one more couple out there, I don't know. Let's leave that in the middle for next time. That'll be our mystery that needs to be solved. Zandrian just moved into it, so much for that mystery. So anything else to clean up before we shut this down? Don't need that one. We do need this dealt with, though, so we'll leave that one up. Reserves of logs is low. Okay, we'll deal with that one next time, too. Glassworks, we actually fired that employee, so let's bring him back in and take builders down 1. So that is dealt with. And that is correct. So Shore House is being built, and this guy is being built. All the supplies are in, and that is the end of the building going on, right? I think we've pretty much caught up. Next time we got to come up with a whole new plan of what to do. All right, these three are the opening of next episode. After that, we'll probably... There's probably no reason to expand in here because we don't have any more families to move in and we're out of logs. So we did a lot of building. It's where a lot of our logs went. So next time, maybe we want to get the next forest node going. That could be an answer. That might be next time's plan. Alright, with that, I'm going to call this one done then. This has been Noble Rambler. I thank you guys for watching. Hit the thumbs up down there. I'd appreciate it. And I will catch you next time. Bye-bye, folks.